Hello and welcome back. Engineer Troy here, and welcome to episode 3. At the end of episode 2, we were about to build our supercomputer so we could get into ranching. We were also kind of digging out on the map, just kind of digging up stuff, looking for more critters and some more muckroot and whatnot, seeds. And we were also working on our water storage tank. First things first, we actually had a commenter, Kyle Carey, left a comment. They recommended that we change this bathroom time to a downtime, which will give us 2 morale. And they'll also be able to use the bathroom during this time. Next, we'll build our supercomputer. So we'll come over here. We've already got this wired in. We'll go ahead and get that working. We'll come up here to our research and we'll go ahead and start working towards ranching. After we do that, what we'll do is we will continue working on our reservoir. And then after we do that, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and start working on our bathrooms. Let me go ahead and raise the priority on this. We definitely need dupes running on the wheel. And I'm going to go ahead and add some of this just to improve the airflow. Alright, so what we'll go ahead and do is we'll just go ahead and click this one. So we'll research both of these, and we'll be able to get our incubators. In the meantime, we should probably start thinking about putting our rock crusher down. But before that, I'd like to put maybe another battery and another wheel. This will be temporary, of course. This is just until we get through our carnivore achievement. And then we'll be able to get rid of this. So what we'll do is we'll start putting incubators over here once we get that researched. And then we'll start cranking stuff out for these farms over here. Oh, and also, now we have our grooming station and all those things, so now we can go ahead and put these down. I'll do this. I'll grab the critter feeders. We're going to need those for these. And so now that we have that, the next thing that we'll want to do is do this. Grab one of these, so because the critters can actually jump over 2 high tiles. We'll also need to make sure that this is all an actual tile, because if it's not, what'll happen is they'll burrow into this and then they won't be in the room. And what we'll put in here is we'll just put in the hatch. And the cool thing here is that once you've done this to one, you can copy the settings and you can do it to the other ones. But we're going to have to let them build those first. It's going to be a little bit before we're going to have our rancher. We've still got quite a bit to go. Ooh, and it appears that we have earned an achievement. Let's see what it is. See what I meant? 15% for the lit workspace and 10% for the laboratory bonus, which gives us a total of 25%. All right, let's see what we have here. We really need a dupe. We have another person here that's actually not bad. Ranching and farming. Wow. And building with a green thumb. Welcome to the colony, Kyle Carey. I'll do my best not to let you die. All right, so first let's go ahead and give Kyle Carey some skills. We're going to go ahead and go with 2 ranchers just because we want to make sure that we're on it. While we're at it, what we're going to want to do is we're going to give Kyle Carey a bed here. Go ahead and add Kyle Carey to the schedule here. There you go. And we'll come over here and we'll just go ahead and start queuing up some copper because that's what we're going to need. Now we have Kyle Carey helping as well. Alright, the time has come. So the first thing I'm going to do here is we're going to go to food, which is where the incubators are. And let's go ahead and start putting these down. How much do I have? I have 400, so that's enough for 2. Oh, that reminds me, we're going to have to do a little bit of research as well. So let's go ahead and go back in here. All the way down here at the bottom, we're going to need automation wire, and we're also going to need the cycle sensor or the timer sensor. We'll go ahead and get that going. Then we can also copy all these. And we can copy these. Get those all filled up. So that'll give us our first stable. Let's go ahead and go over here. I think we have some skills to give some people. Hassan has leveled up once again. We're going to go ahead and give them an additional +2 to science. I think we're going to take the muckroot this time. We have time for more dupes, so we can be patient because we can always use more calories. Alright, so what we're going to have here is we're going to have 8 incubators across here, and then they'll also be hooked up to these, so they'll be doubled. But there's going to be 8 cycle sensors across here. And so what we're going to want to do is we're going to stagger these so they're not all using power at the same time, and also so our rancher will be able to come over here and give them a lullaby or a hug so they'll incubate a little bit faster. So what we're going to do is we're going to break this cycle down into 8. So we're going to do 12% and we're going to start that here. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the setting, we're going to do it to here, then we're going to go over here and we're going to do this at 12%. I wish we could do a 0.5% to make it nice and even, but this is what we'll do here. So this one will be at 0. This one will be right as that one ends because this one's 12% long. This will be 24, etc., until we get to the end. And there might be a little bit of a gap before it resets, but that's okay. That'll give us some time to recharge these batteries because we're going to be on wheel power for a while. You can also do this with the timer sensor. And the way you can do it with the timer sensor is you just divide 600 seconds in a cycle divided by 8, which would give you 75 seconds per activation. That way one's active and they cycle throughout. There'll be 8 of them. And a deactivation time of 525 seconds, which both add up to 600. And then what you do is you just stagger those. And it's a little more difficult to set up. That's why I personally prefer the cycle sensors, because these, you have to set the first one up, you have to put in the numbers, you have to reset it, and then once you get the next one up, then you have to time it just right, pause the game, come over here, put in your numbers, hit reset so they're perfectly timed. And I find that just to be too bothersome. That's why I really think the cycle sensors are the better way to go. I know that you're losing like that 1%, and I know some people may be a little crazy about that, but me personally, I prefer easy peasy. So we're gonna go with the cycle sensors, and we'll see how that works out. And it looks like we are gonna have our rancher here in a minute. Yep, Max is now our rancher. And it also appears that we have an achievement. Red light, green light. Okay, let's just take a quick look in here. I don't think there's anything we need to be researching right now. However, we'll just take a quick peek. Oh yeah, we do need to get to this. And then we'll want to do the insulated tiles as well. So let's go ahead and grab these doors, and then we'll grab this as well. Okay, so we'll go ahead and hit in to wrangle. So what we'll do is we'll just do this right here. We'll just go ahead and do a big old wrangle. Boom. And that should get them into here. As I said, we put this one to a priority of 6, so it should fill this one first. If you really want to get technical, we could do this on like a 7, we could do this on a 6, and that one can be on a 5. That way this one will fill up, and then once that one's filled, this one will fill up, and then this one, and then this one. Also, let's check and make sure that we have our ranches. This one's good. However, we're going to have to come up here, put this, and we'll put this. Alright, Lindsay, I think we need you to be into super hard digging. And you'll notice that we have a new mechanized door here. Now, the thing I like to do with these is I like to put them right here. We're also going to want to start building another one of these. And we can really just do this. Go ahead and let them build these. Now, I did make a mistake here, just to show you that I'm human. We're going to cancel all of this, and what we're going to do is we're going to move this over by one more. We'll do this, this, and then we're going to deconstruct this as well, but we'll do that here in a minute. I promise this will make sense here in a second, and we'll go ahead and hook some power to it. We'll also throw down a critter sensor right here, and we'll wire it up just like this. This is really strong, and I like that she's a good supplier. We'll also have her do some researching, so that'll help speed up the process. Not that I think we're going to have any issues with getting research done in a timely manner. Like we did on our last one, we're going to go ahead and name this one after a commenter, and the commenter I chose is Box of Frogs. Welcome to the colony, Box of Frogs. Let's go ahead and get you a bed. Set that on a priority here of 6. And let's go ahead and look at your skills. What are we going to do with you? We're going to put you straight into carrying. And let's look at this. Priorities here. You are very strong in this. We'll also put you in this. And we'll do this. How about that? And we can also go ahead and put you for research. And let's add you to the schedule here. Where are we at? We'll leave you right where you are, Box of Frogs. Alright, let's do that wrangle again. We'll hit in, and we'll go ahead and give this a priority of like, ooh, we're already on cycle 15. Yeah, we need to make sure this is a super duper priority here. Make sure we got them all. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and knock this out. We'll go ahead and put some tiles here as well, because I am ready to move this bathroom. And the sensor is ready, and what we need to do is we need to count eggs, and if it is above 0, we want it to be green. So what that'll do is when they lay an egg, it'll drop the egg down here. We have our water down here now. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this. Let's go ahead and start building some bathrooms. Now we're going to make a washroom here, and the washroom's maximum size is 64 tiles, and if you remember correctly, that's the same number of tiles as our barracks, so it's going to be the exact same size, so it'll line up perfectly here. So what we'll do here, build a wall right here. I'm going to put a door here, and the next thing we're going to want to do is research bathrooms, because apparently we haven't done that yet. And what I'd like to start doing over here is, while we have this all out, I'm going to go ahead and start roughing this in. So there's going to be a door right there. This is going to be our kitchen area right here, and at the end of the kitchen I like to put something that looks, oh, not quite like that. How about like this? And then I'll put this down here for now. And this is where I will put our food. And what I'll do is I'll use this as my storage area. My infinite storage area. Alright, I think we're ahead of the game here on the incubators. What we're going to do is we're just going to copy this. And we're just going to go across here like this. So this one's at 36, this one will be 48, this one will be 60, this one will be 72, and the last one will be at 84, which will leave 16, which is just a little bit more than 12, but like I said, that'll give our batteries a little bit of time to recharge. I think the other thing we want to do is we want to go into bathrooms. We want to go ahead and get into that. Alright, we finished the bathrooms here, so now we're going to work towards the water sieve, because this is what we're going to need. We're also going to need this down here. We're going to need this to filter out the water to make our closed loop infinite bathroom. We'll get to work on that real quick. And in the meantime, we can go ahead and start putting our bathroom down. I'm going to do 3 of these. And then I'll do 2 showers like this, and then I do 3 of these. Oh, well, we can't do that because of the thing here. And then after we do that, we'll go ahead and start plumbing this in. So this is the exit and this is the entrance. What I do is I try to make this as short as possible. So this will come up here. But first what we'll do is we'll do this. And then we'll come back here and we'll do this. And we'll connect all of these. Now this is going to be waste and this is going to be water in. And we'll set this to left. Alright, I think this is a good place to end this episode. So today we got our bathroom done. We've got our farms in full swing. We've automated the egg removal so it keeps our hatches happy and they're not cramped, because they will get cramped by having an egg in here. We've almost finished our first row of incubators, and it seems we've done a bunch of research. So the next thing we're going to want to do is go into here, but we'll leave that for the next episode. And we'll also work on finishing our bathroom. What we need to do is we need to add a water sieve, and we also need to add a tank, kind of a holding tank for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode.